Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Beverly. I do things planner related. If you're new here, welcome to the hot mess. And if you're coming back, you're well aware. So today, I just thought I'd do this is like an extra. I usually only do like 2 videos, but I've been having issues of jumping between this planner and my work planner. And I thought I'd go kind of talk myself through it. I think I know what I need. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure. I'm really unsure. But we're going to try this. Like I always say, this is an experiment. This is, not the final product. I think I'm going to end up combining my work and home binder. And let me tell you why. This is a talk to myself. I am horrible at keeping up with 2 planners. And even though my work is separate, it still very much rules my day. Okay? And that's where my brain disconnect is coming from. It's the majority part of my day. It decides if I'm going to be home and working. It decides if I'm going to be, what hours I'm working. It decides a lot of things. Because when you work in healthcare or the position I'm in, we tend to deal with different time zones. We tend to deal with different people. So sometimes I'm going to have to adjust my work to accommodate, my job. So, yeah. And it also, if I'm out of the house, I'm going to need to know that so I can make different plans. And, yeah. So I'm just having an issue with not having the 2 together. Now, do I need the whole thing? No. I do have like my work binder here, and I do have like some meeting notes that I quickly jot down and then transfer onto my computer. I'm realizing that a lot of it is just computer based. We have a workflow, because like I said, like I've said before, there's a quad that I work with. And we keep all of our notes kind of on the same, Teams channel, and we have a flow charts and our OneNotes, and all of that contains all of our meeting notes. And so I'm not using it as much as I thought I would. But I think it's still going to be useful. The planning part, because when I sit down with my thing, I don't want to be toting 2 planners. I just don't, when it comes to like figuring out what I'm going to be doing this week, working around, thinking about what I need to do on work this next week. Like, it's too much. So, and I'm trying to overcomplicate it, and it's not that complicated. Like, it's not that big a deal. All right. So I picked out just the planning stuff, and I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. I did put this in here. This is gorgeous. It was just off Pinterest. I just printed it on 5x7 printer at CVS and cut it down. I put the 2025 Southern Belle Plans vellum that I had here on the back, just because it wasn't covering all the way, because I had this cut down to personal. And I really wanted something that's kind of covering my edges, because they're starting to get a little frayed. So anyway, so this is all going okay. I moved my gratitude back to the front. I'm keeping track of my symptoms. I messed this one up. I reversed it. The 7 should have been on the top and the 3 on the bottom. That's just how my brain works. So, yeah. So I switched it. I'll be like, that's fine. I moved my finances part to the front. I just wasn't touching it in the back. And I'm actually like using it now. I've been updating it every day. I think because I update this every day, this little section up here, I touch every day. And that's been really helpful, having everything I want to do, like, that's very important. Like, if I don't touch anything else in my planner, I touch this part here. And that's been very, very helpful. I just have some vellum on top of it just so that I remember not to share it, because I do have private information in there. All right, so I'm trying to decide where I want to put this. I think, okay. So with work, I only need the current month monthly in here, because I really don't work past that, because so much changes on the fly. Like every day, meetings have been added and subtracted from my work, so it doesn't really help me to carry like months in advance. I think as I use the months, that'll probably go in here as like reference material along with any notes that I take, but it won't be something I'll have to reference every day. And I have been very good about taking my work stuff that I do every day and putting it in my, I'm keeping like a OneNote with everything that gets done. And of course I have to send like a deliverable email every day of things I did with my time, because I'm not a clock in or clock outer, you know what I'm saying, when we work from home. So what I think I'm going to do is, it's going to go in this section here, but I just got to figure out where. This is kind of my to-do list. This is my work holiday list, so I can put this kind of, I think I can put this in the tracker section up front. This may go all the way up front, so I'm going to put that over there. That's where I kept it last year, and it worked out just fine. So let's put in what I know is going to go here. So I have 1 month, my January. Somebody asked, I don't know if they were asking about these or the Franklin Covey, but these are Plan with B. I got them, she's on Etsy. And then on this is just Peanuts Planner Co. freebie checklist on her Facebook group on the back. That's it. I cut it. I used the pre-cut, I use the, for Plan with B, she gives you like pre-cut size and 2 on a page. But I used the pre-cut size and then just used Peanuts Planner Co. pre-cut size, 1 per page on each back. I hope that made sense. I don't know if it did or not. All right. So that's going to go there, I know for sure. All right, this is this week. So I'm going to try to decide how I'm going to do this. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to end up combining the two. I don't think it's going to be fruitful for me to have 2 weeklies. I'm going to be honest. But what that's going to look like, I don't know yet. So until then, these are going to go in here. This is going to be this week. This is going to be the week after that. This is going to be I think by this week I should have something figured out. So that's all I'm going to put in there. Is these couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure by then I will have something figured out, because it's going to annoy me that I have 2 different weeklies. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this like this, and I'm going to put this together. These are just these little book darts. So I'm going to clip these together, and then I'm going to stick a tab on here. I did buy some dividers. I'm going to get some top and bottom tab dividers. Those 100% are going to go in here. I I'm thinking I could probably get away with just having this as my weekly for both. So I could put my home info here, my work info here, any work to-dos or dids or deliverables here. This can be my, like, so in the past, what I've done, this is Peanuts Planner Co. weekly borderless. It's a freebie on her site. You can edit it a little bit. So what I did was I took these two and put them up here, and I have that one somewhere. I just have to find it. So I don't have this here, this tracker here that I just wrote over for my tarot card. What I think I'm going to do is put another set of these here. So that'll give me 6 of these. I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take meals out because honestly, I don't look at this. I look at the calendar on our wall. And I also have the plan back here. So, that I track. So I think I'm going to take these out. I'm like, I don't really need this. And this can be something if I need it for extra. So yeah, so I think it's like this may be home. These, you know, these two may be work. I may move all this up and then make 2 of these work to-dos or whatever. So I think this would work as one big weekly. I think I'm going to try it out, possibly, yeah, so I don't have anything on here. If I can move this sticker, I can try it out. Next week. Okay. Look at me go. I'm just rubbing the sticky off. Hold, please. You're going to shake a minute. The earth is shaking. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So this will be my work to-dos come next week. This will be my work appointments, which is fine. This is enough room, even though the sticker is stuck here. I just won't do that in the future. I'll work around it for 1 week. And this will be my home, which is great. On this side, like I said, I can put work to-dos. These 2 will be empty, so I can use them for like calls or something if I need to. Or I can put my meal plan here if I decide to do that. Like I said, I think I'm going to draw a line here, just like this is here, and just use that as 2 to-dos instead of this tracker here. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. So I just got to get through this week with this, and then I probably won't need these. But I also am thinking about, because I'm going to need a to-do page. So like I can put my folded page back in here. I usually carry like one of these. Okay, so I also thought maybe like making it a 4-page, which I have done in the past. This is just an experiment. Like I said, if it doesn't work, whatever. This is just to give me an idea of what might work, what might not. But I thought y'all might want to see. If you don't, let me know, and I'll quit doing it. But, yeah, so this could be like home to-dos on the front, because I've made this a 4-pager before. I put this on the front, and then I print her weekly tracker on the back. But yeah, like I could do this and put home to-dos on the front, work to-dos on the back, have this as a combined. This, like I said, usually sits as a to call, so I do them all at one time, to errands, to buy, to whatever, and I can do that for like a work to do, or I can put work to do's here and then leave this, whatever that case may be. Actually, I think this is what's going to happen. Next week, I think this is what's going to happen. And I may do it just like this until, because I don't typically touch the next week until I'm in the next week. I put in the big rocks at the beginning of the month, and then I just update it as I go into the week. It's not that big a deal. And these come off. So, and then for February, I can print, you know, these off as a 4-pager with them like this. And then, like I said, have the home to do here, work to do here. I mean, all else fails, I can always, yeah. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so let's put this back. So this is going to be this week, at least, as I get through this week. This is a clean one of these. I didn't want to put my actual one on here because I have stuff written down on it. So, this is a clean one of those. And I have all my notes for my strategic planning in there. So I can't really share that either. So I'm not going to put, I'm just going to put this week. I'm not going to put the rest these weeks. I actually have, if you've seen my original work setup, this is actually full. They're in here. But I can't, like I said, I can't share those. So, but this was to give me an idea because I was thinking of using this. This is the ones Kimberly sent to me. It's Peanuts Planner Co. 148, and I thought of using these instead of the setup I have in here. But I think putting it all on one is going to be more productive for my brain. And I've said this 1,000 times, people. You got to work with your brain. You gotta work with your brain. You can't work against it. That's just going to inevitably fail you. This is going to go, we're just going to leave this one in here because that's going to be for next week. And I'll get all my stuff from work and put it on here. And then when I do flips, I can just cover up my weekly to-dos if I need to. It won't be that big of a deal because it'll be on the back. And it's a 4-pager, so I can put something back there to cover them. All right, so this is not this week. This is this week. All right, so this is this week. This is going to be, I'll get all my to-dos for this week done over here. I'll finish filling this in because I stopped. I was like, let me do this. Let me figure it out first. Okay, and then this is February and March. Oh, this is my January to do. So this is February and March, but I don't need those. They are filled out, but I don't really need them. What I am going to do is put in January's to do. And then I'm going to put in February and March to do in the back here, because if I need to forward plan, I can. If I need to write something down, I can. What else do I need to get in here? Those don't need to be in here. This I decided not to use. These will go back in here until I decide what I want. This is trash. This is just a next time I'm at. I got that switched over, but I do have this. So I have an inbox that I want to use, that I want to get switched over, that I'm going to use for work. And I have a next time I'm at. So I think I'm going to put these back here with this. You know what? I think I am. And then this will be my little work inbox section. And I will put a tab here. One of my new dividers will go here. So I can do that. So I'm going to put a work divider here. It'll be one of my dividers, and I can just, you know, access that. That's just going to be a little section of next time I'm at. So next time I'm in a committee or whatever, I can put those here. And then this will be my inbox. And then this will be my monthly pre-planning ahead. And then this will go here. This is where I kept this last year, and it worked out well. So this is going to go back up here as it was last year. Okay, so that's really all I need in here to plan. I need my monthly that I'm currently in, my weekly, my weeklies. I'm going to combine those. And then this was, I was missing this because I actually called in last week because I was sick. And I was missing this, and I had to come find my work binder. So I prefer it in here. And then my little to-do section that I can take whatever notes I make on my computer, put them there so it's in front of me, because I am used to doing that. That has always been a habit of mine, and I have to, it's just weird. Okay, so my brain will work better now. Yeah, so I think this is going to be this. So I can finish filling this out and get the rest of the information from in here. And yeah, this is my current month. So I think that will work fine. So I hope this made sense. Yeah, it's not the note-taking that bothers me in a separate binder, it's the planning part. It's absolutely the planning part. So as long as I can plan, or I can get my week, I can look at my week and my to-do list, it's just so much better, so much better. And then when I'm done with this stuff, I'll put it back in my work binder. I'll have it as reference, the monthlies, because I'll continue to do what I was doing. I'll index it, any deliverables that I did, and keep that in my work binder as reference for the year. Yeah, so, alrighty. So that's better. Much, much better. Like I said, hack your ADD or your OCD or your anxiety. Stop fighting against it. Use it. Or at least give in to it, because you're never gonna be fully in a system until you just, you know, recognize that your brain only works one way and you need to work with it. Stop trying to change it. So, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do that. Okay. So if you have any questions, put them down below. I'm sure this didn't make any sense, but I had to work it out, and I didn't know if it would help anybody. But like I said, if you have questions, put them down below. And until next time, y'all, bye.